Guys, show of hands. How many people have been to a high school football game lately? And how many people have been to a Little League baseball game or Little League softball game? What'd you think of the kids? They're really cute, right? I mean, they don't run the bases, right? They go backwards. They go from home to second base. They run around in the outfield chasing butterflies. My daughter, she loved to sit behind third base and draw pictures in the sand. This was one of her favorite things. I would go over to her and I would say, "Dakota, what are you doing?" And she'd look at me and she'd say, "I'm drawing a picture." I said, "What are you drawing a picture of?" She'd say, "I'm drawing a picture of a puppy." So that's a beautiful puppy. That's one of the most awesome puppies in the world in the sand behind third base during a game. Do you think you could do me a favor? And she goes, "Sure." I said, "When that little yellow ball comes rolling out here, could you pick it up and throw it over to the pitcher for me?" And she'd go, "Okay." And I'd say, "Great, great." Point is, we love to watch kids play sports. It's a lot of fun. But I think that sports is much, much more than that. And I think every child should play sports. Or they should be involved in some type of youth sporting activity. When they are, a child is healthier, they're more disciplined, they understand teamwork and what it takes to achieve a common goal together. I coached for 15 years in Jupiter Tequesta Athletic Association, and in my experience, the kids, they were more fit, they stayed out of trouble, and usually were some of the top academic scholars in their schools. And again, it started with health and fitness. Kids are not going to exercise on their own, but they're much more apt to do it if they're part of a team or with their friends and playing a game. And when you're playing youth sports, you're doing it about 3 times a week and also during the games on weekends. It's going to increase their endurance, it's going to help their stamina, and it helps to maintain a healthy body weight and less chance of obesity. In 2015 or 2016, the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta said that 18.5% and are affected about 13.7 million children and adolescents, or nearly 1/3 of them aged 2 through 19, and they were obese or overweight. I also said a study of public high schools found that 29% of boys and 34% of girls were either overweight and 16% were obese. But at these schools, that students that were involved in one or more sports, there was much less chance for them to become overweight or obese. It will begin to develop and reinforce the importance of discipline and respect. They learn to have respect for authority figures, starting with their coaches that lead them, and the officials that enforce the rules that they have to follow. They'll be operating in a much more structured environment, and they'll be learning how to follow rules. And they'll be with learning how to accept authority figures. And they'll also be involved in doing something that's going to keep them out of trouble. Approximately 775,000 youths in America are involved in gangs. A study by Kids Play USA Foundation showed those kids that don't have at least 3 days a week of adult supervision are twice as likely to join a gang and 3 times as likely to become engaged in criminal behavior. This is also going to help them learn respect for their teammates and their peers through the practice of sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship teaches them how to win gracefully and lose with dignity. It also helps them understand how to support and pick each other up, not literally, but pick each other up when you're down. They start to form crucial building blocks in teamwork and leadership. Responsibility, they learn how to, the importance of the role that they play on a team. They understand that the importance of the role that they're playing helps to achieve the common goal that they're working toward. And it also helps them to become better leaders. Studies by Ernst & Young, one of the biggest and most recognized accounting firms in the world, found that most CEOs, what they had in common was that they all were involved in organized youth sports when they were younger. In fact, they surveyed 821 high-level executives, 90% of them women, and they all played sports. Meg Whitman, the CEO of Hewlett-Packard, was the captain of her swim team and played varsity lacrosse and basketball. She says that even to this day, when she's organizing her team, she uses a lot of the same vernacular and same basketball lingo that she used when she was captain of the team. And obviously we know who this guy is. Probably one of the best leaders in college football. Summarize. Children that are in organized youth sports, they learn discipline, they learn leadership, they learn respect, they're healthier, and they begin to form the building blocks of a value system that could carry them for the rest of their lives.